Okay.
Welcome to the Path Monk Presents podcast. My name is Sean Donnelly Lewis, and in today's episode, I'm speaking with Alena Bohomol, and she is the co-founder at Humaily.com. Alena, how's it going?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me. It's going pretty well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're in lockdown, but you can still do these things, still do podcasts, right?
Yeah, that's a great thing to do.
Well, tell us all about Humaily. What is it?
All right. Yeah, of course. So at Humaily, we are on a mission to help businesses start more conversations from their first emails. And email outreach is getting challenging every single day. And I think that 86% of buyers prefer to get contacted by emails. At the same time, around 90% of emails are still ignored. And this is a huge problem, which is usually caused because sales reps have lack of training and feedback from their colleagues, team, and organizations in general. And I can relate to this personally. When I first started as a sales manager, I needed to reach out to large enterprises and schedule conference calls with the engineering teams. So it was a lot of stress for me. It was super frustrating because I didn't know how to craft my emails. I only had a bunch of templates, which usually described how cool my platform is, and that's it. But knowing your product is one thing, but being able to convey a message in a way that another person would like to respond to it, it's a totally different thing. So we want to help with this building our extension. Right now, it's like a Chrome extension for sales reps that analyzes and improves this email on the go. So let's say you have your email is too long, not so well structured, it's entirely focused on you, not your prospect, or it includes spam words, cliche phrases. We'll make sure you see these weak spots and you have an ability to fix them before pressing the hit button.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, it sounds like it would work for big businesses and small businesses alike.
Yeah,
Talk about your clientele for a second. Have you had big businesses on board, small businesses? Where have you seen this pick up?
yeah, it's a very good question. I think everyone wants to help everyone, but we see the biggest value of Humaily for first-time SDRs, like first-time sales reps, who are usually pretty new to the industry, and they are in need of a decent onboarding process. And we also see it valuable for all other sales professionals who keep struggling to get a good results from their outreach, like low open rates, low response rates. Yeah, and I think for the future, we definitely see jumping and starting to work with some new personas, like recruitment agencies, for example. They're doing a lot of outreach daily. Or I don't know, small business owners and startup founders, because in their early days, they're doing all the outreach by on their own. But for now, we want to serve this segment like a first time sales reps.
Very cool. And so how have you guys been able to grow the business? Has it been digital marketing? Has it been SEO? Has it been SEM? Have it just been referrals?
I think that for us, it's growth strategy is still a really hot topic these days, because during our first months after the launch, we didn't have it at all. We just were talking to a bunch of early adopters who were helping us to understand where our weak spots and where we should double on our efforts, to build something that really matter for them and help them. We also word of mouth is always our best friend, because these people who like our solution, they will usually share it with their colleagues, with their team. And I think for the future, we see a huge opportunity focusing on partnerships with other sales engagement platforms, because essentially we were designed as an add-on extension. So we see ourselves as an addition to existing sales tech. So that's something we're planning to focus on right now.
And so when it comes to the website, what role does the website play in growing your business and acquiring new clients?
Uh, Not as big as we wish. We basically designed our website to be as simple as possible. So it's just a basic landing page, which tells you how you can use our extension, how you can benefit, and it clearly describes the process. So you will have an idea like how it looks like. And I think how we use like our website right now, we measure the conversion because we have like a referral link to Chrome Web Store where people can install our extension like in a matter of click. And yeah, we also analyze data like on different acquisition channels, where our users are coming from, what locations, and all this kind of things.
And every person, most any person that I have on the show, they always talk about their website as far as needing improvement. They say, oh gosh, if this would be changed,
Yeah.
then things would be really different. For you, which place would you like to see improved? Would you like to see you convert those customers, get those people who actually land on your page to actually buy? Would you want to improve the quality of the people that land on your page, or the user experience? Which one of those three do you feel like could make a big difference?
Um, I think user experience, and I'm not sure whether you mentioned like content before that or not. I,
Yeah.
Anyway, I see like a huge area of improvement in the messaging itself, because the feedback we've got recently that our website is more focused on the process of how you're using the tool, and we want to shift this and focus more on outcomes of using our solution.
And just coming back to what you guys do, just for everyone listening, what would you say separates you guys from other people that are using in this occupying the same space? What makes you guys different? What gives you that little bit of an advantage to other people?
I think that one of the biggest, I mean, like there are definitely like a few key differentiators for us. And one of them is, as I mentioned, that we want to focus on this underserved segment of first-time SDRs. And the next one is that we're really simple to use. So it's just like a plugin, you install it in a matter of clicks and you're ready to go. You can fix your emails, you can save your time on emails that will never get a reply. And I think yeah, also one of the things that makes us different is that we're not trying to position ourselves as a heavy tech solution. So we don't like use AI, machine learning, like NLP at this stage. I'm not telling that this is a good thing. It's just we're trying to be as simple as possible, and our goal is to blend tech and resources to make it easy for our users to habituate best email writing practices.
Very cool. And so in this part of the show, I just pick your brain a little bit. You're a co-founder of a company. Um,
Sure.
when I say the word innovation, what do you think is the biggest challenge for growing your company when you hear the word innovation?
Oh my God, it's a very difficult question. I think that it's difficult to understand that innovation, it's not always about something like really cool. As I mentioned before, like everyone uses AI, so I should go like in the AI space. It's more about understanding how you can make your product like really functional and helpful for your people. And not, to dive into all this like kind of marketing tricks or something that will help you like sell faster. It's really uncovering the value you provide. Um, just and constantly like learning from your users.
Yeah, I think there's a temptation when it comes to innovation to want to do something new, and to want to have the new shiny thing. But I think that's great to actually look inside, look at yourself, look at what you're doing first, and then have that as the basis to maybe even do some innovation. Yeah, I think that's a great reminder, definitely.
Yeah, and I think that in our case, like we usually like tend to talk a lot with users, and we believe that users are one of the key drivers of our product growth. Because no matter how we see our product, no matter what vision we have, like it always like dictates but what's really important for our users.
And just keeping with the same theme here, when I say ROI, when I say return on investment, as
Yeah.
someone who wants to grow, what do you think is the biggest challenge for growth with ROI?
Um, yeah, it's just also not an easy question for me. I think that one of the challenges when it comes to growth is just, have a patience, I think, to try something new at a time. So don't try to cover all different areas of your growth like simultaneously. You just decide, okay, let's say for the next like 1 month or 2 months, uh, we will focus on like growing our user base using inbound channels. And you stick to your plan. You don't try like to do like all inbound channels at once. You want to like stay focused on, let's say, I don't know, content marketing or email marketing. And yeah, I think it's definitely like difficult to just stay in the moment and do something where you can like actually like assess your results in the end.
Yeah, I think it even thinks, it kind of blends in with what you said the last time about, or with the last question, just about actually improving what you do and making that the best that you can before you go off and try and do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as a co-founder of a company, there's always that pressure of obviously trying to keep things going, keep the wheel
Yeah.
going. But yeah, it's great. I just want to switch gears here for a second and talk about you as a leader. What kind of content do you consume to educate yourself and grow as a person and as a professional?
I think that I consume a lot of like video content, like YouTube videos on different topics, because I'm definitely like I'm coming from the sales background, and right now I need to like double down on my entrepreneurship skills. So I try to educate myself in these both areas. I also like to read books, uh, like different kind of books. Like I like books that are really focused on sales, like sales strategies. I also like something like more psychological, because it can always pick your brain a little bit and give you a fresh perspective. And I also like subscribed to a couple of popular like sales blogs like HubSpot. I'm a part of, I think, 2 or 3 biggest sales communities like Sales Harker and Rev Genius. So I try to consume my content there, like find something really interesting.
And so since we're slowly coming to the end of the episode, I want to jump into our rapid fire questions. They're just short and
Sure.
sweet questions, and you answer them as quickly and honestly as possible.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. What was the last book that you read?
It was Atomic Habits by James Clear, I think.
Nice. I just read that as well. Did you
Yeah,
like it?
it's awesome. Something I really needed at the
Yeah,
moment.
this is very motivating. What's the
Yeah.
single thing that your company is focused on at the moment the most?
Um, Diving into partnership conversations, so scaling to as many sales platforms as we can to put Humaily in front of a bigger audience.
If there were no boundaries in technology, none whatsoever, what would be the one thing you want to have fixed for your company today?
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I think I want to have an ability to read recipients' emotions when they're reading like emails from sellers, because it will greatly help like us as a company understand like what kind of messages resonate with them, what kind of emotions they experience at the moment. And yeah, thus we can better like help our sales reps providing our suggestions.
What was the last thing that kept you awake at night about your company?
Oh my God, it's too many of them. um, I don't know. I think like the later thing that kept me awake at night was like the first partnership conversation. I never did partnerships before, so it was kind of challenging for me.
If you were to start over, let's say start over your professional career over again, what would be the one piece of advice you give yourself?
Um, I think I actually have two for myself, but I will start with the first one. So the first one is ditch the idea that everything is planned, because planning your roadmap in the early beginning is a challenging thing, and you have your vision, you have your product, and your users may perceive your product in a totally different way. So when you see that even the slightest misalignment, you need to understand that Not everything can be planned and scheduled. You just need to be able to pivot really fast.
All right, everyone. That was Alena Bohomol. Sorry. I thought I was gonna get it, but I totally opened my mouth and it was totally wrong. You can check out all the work that they're doing and download their tool at Humaily.com. Alena, thank you so much for joining the show. The last part of the show is the last word, and we give our guests the last word. So if you want to sum up everything that we talked about today, or if there's something you feel like we forgot, I just want to give you the last word. The floor is yours.
Oh, great. I think my last words will be like kind of like a mix of professional and personal. So first of all, emails are not dead and sales reps are not alone. So just if you're curious to know like how we are on a mission, like to help people write better emails and be more successful at their job, I would like to connect with everyone on LinkedIn.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for your time today, Alena.
Yeah, sure. It was my pleasure.